Hello and welcome to A View from the Left. Okay, do you like the new background? It's pretty cool, isn't it? So I want to talk to you today about Tory conference. Now, Tory conference started on Sunday and has kind of limped its way through the week. It's a bit like watching an episode of The Walking Dead. It's in full swing as the swing of Damocles' dagger hangs over Theresa May's head. And the audience looks something like this. Yeah. A bit different to the Labour conference that looked a bit like this. It's a bit depressing, really. And so we've had speeches where, once again, Theresa May's brought up her Chequers plan that she's sticking to at the moment and was then booed by the very small audience that were there. New slogan is opportunity. Sorry, what opportunity? Opportunity to cut more services? An opportunity to cut more money from the disabled, an opportunity to deprive people of good hard-working wages, an opportunity to make more children into poverty where they're going hungry. This is not on. It's not acceptable anymore. What else have we got? Stealing ideas from Labour. Yeah. You heard it right. They're actually taking policies that were put out by Labour in their manifesto and some of the things that they've come up with since, and they're actually trying to adopt some of those into their manifesto. What? I mean, for God's sake, come up with some ideas of your own. We've got, oh, here's a good idea. Let's get the workers to get tips and not let them go to the managers. Labour idea. And then we've got another one, which is we're going to back the World Cup in 2030, I think it was, to be held here in the UK. Labour idea. And there's several others as well, which escape my mind at the moment. Well, Boris hasn't made an appearance yet as I'm doing this video. He's kind of nipping around the fringe areas. Talking about fringe areas, did you know that young Conservatives, what they'd like to see as policies is, one, bring back hanging, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it wasn't very nice. So Boris wrote this massive article at the weekend, and it was basically his bid to be the next Prime Minister. That's all it was. But he talks about Super Canada. Yeah, it's not a superhero, it's not Iron Man or anything like that. Super Canada. This is his idea for what Brexit should be. It should be like the Canada model, only more. Well, let me tell you something about the Canada model that you probably didn't know. Canada have been trying to negotiate a deal for 7 years, and it's still going on. It hasn't completed yet. They're still trying to work out a deal. We've got 6 months. It doesn't take a genius to work out that that plan really is dead in the water before it's even started. We've got more cuts coming on the way. 1.3 billion cuts to council services, and that works out to about 36%. Bear in mind that's on top of the 49% we've had since this government took over. What's going to happen? We're going to see bins reduced to fortnightly pickups, maybe even 3 weekly pickups, who knows. Councils can hardly put together a budget as it is. They're having to cut and make drastic decisions, so the vulnerable are going to be cut first. You'll get things like the disabled will be cut because they'll say that they're not economically viable. Now we've got a Labour council now, and they're going to get the stick for this. If come the local elections next May, if there are these drastic cuts which come in April, funny that, isn't it? Just after Brexit happens, do they know something we don't? What are they going to do? People are going to start blaming Labour for having their services cut back, and yet what choice have they got? They're going to have to start looking at raising council tax. Fines are going to go up. They're going to clamp down on things. Maybe the free parking will go. Who knows? Hopefully not. But they have made it quite clear that enough is enough, and that they are going to be lobbying the government to actually stop these cuts and start reversing them. Will we see a change to that? Doubt it. The only way we'll see a change is a change of government. It's got to happen. So we've got that 1.3 billion cuts, 36% on top of the 49% that's already gone. But what are they spending money on? Hooray! A festival of Brexit. For those of you who are probably old enough to remember the Festival of Britain, which was after the war, it's kind of like that, I think. £25 million it's going to cost. £25 million, which could go into services and could help budgets with disability cuts, all those sort of things. And then, of course, I totally forgot this one, the Conservatives app. Now, Labour had an app, it was quite nice, told you what was going on where, and you just downloaded it and had a look at what was going on everywhere. The Conservative app was slightly different, but it had a bit of a glitch in it. So, for some reason, people were able to log in as people like Boris Johnson. And they changed his profile picture. I won't dare show you what they changed it to, but it's something I couldn't possibly put on this channel. And also, they managed to get hold of all the phone numbers of different people. So they've got like Boris Johnson's phone number, Michael Gove's phone number, all sorts of different people. That is a breach of data. What's going to happen with that? The Tory party have been fined will be fined up to £2 million. This is the government that says they're going to look after us. This is the government that says they know what they're doing. This is the government that turned around and said that Labour are a coalition of chaos and that they were strong and stable. So let's take an opportunity. Let's take an opportunity to kick this lot out and get in a government that actually works for you and works to get the things that you need to actually reinvest in this country and make a better Britain. This lot are the walking dead.